Alrighty. Yippee! So, welcome back to another episode of Failed Attempt, where a collection of assholes sit around and try to play Dungeons & Dragons. And tonight we have two of our assholes. We have Tyler and Christian, who are jumping back into, I can't even say their old characters because we haven't started playing the new ones yet, but this is going to be a little side quest for Yorrick and for Vidar. Where we're going to pick up on this is pretty much at the tail end of Campaign 1. The party watched Relictus get demolished by Dorum and Avavro, and all their entire army just leveled the city. They teleported back to the Claralondo Kingdom and crushed Dorum with the ship, with Belina, which was a beautiful way to end it. This is the kind of party that would be arrogant and foolish enough to just go right down the road from the kingdom after they murdered the king and stay at the future Blue Heaven for a couple of days just to unwind a little bit. Having Belina go back into a backpack would actually eliminate most of the trace of them being there anyway, which is actually really funny. An investigation would have been launched. However, given the magical decline of the kingdom from when it was the Empire to now, there wasn't really much of a trace left for anyone to find. And eventually, after about 3 days, the team dispersed into doing what they said their characters would have done for the next few days, weeks, years. But that is where we are going to begin, is pretty much when you guys are ready to exit the inn and the kingdom altogether. So I will, Yorrick and Vidar would have gotten a full night's rest because you guys share a room anyway. Walk down.
No. I stayed in the hot elf girl's room.
You had said that you had gone to meet her. I believe I had said she wasn't there.
Please let me have it.
No, because you met her at the gladiator games and the arena's not even built yet. Too bad. That sucks though, because Vidar would have taken those 3 days not only to relax but to pursue the elf
with Yorrick
and wouldn't have found her. Yes, see, we need a big spoon, little spoon moment. It's been a long time. You've both gone off.
It's been a long time.
Listen, you've both gone off and flirted and been floozies with everybody else, multiple party members and NPCs.
Not with a party member's family member. Jeez, Yorrick.
Hey, listen.
Hey.
I wasn't the only one.
That was the alternate Yorrick. We'll use that as an excuse.
I wasn't the only one, okay?
But yes, so we'll begin with you guys coming out of the room. You go downstairs and sit at the bar, have a breakfast, have a couple of drinks, and that is where we will begin. Yorrick, as you exit or I should say all night, you wake up in the morning early. You got the 6 hours, so you got the long rest, but the remaining 2, you were studying your book, and there was a passage in the book that you hadn't seen before. More toward the beginning, like pretty much where the instruction manual on how to use the book is, like the book jacket and all of the warnings that it gives you before you start perusing through it.
Yeah.
There's a passage in there on a page that you had never seen before that goes into now talking about how so when you read the original book, it said this is the only one in existence. It's a very powerful ancient artifact, not to fall into the wrong hands, blah, 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 blah. But now the page changed to there is 2. And then goes into it being they are ancient artifacts, and if they fall into the wrong hands, so the verbiage kind of changed. But it's a page that you had never seen before until now. Getting up a couple hours early, kind of feeling a little unsettled about how everything went down, worrying about the investigation going through the kingdom, about the aftermath of Relictus being destroyed and Dorum being crushed. You open up your book to study it, and there's the new passage. And this is 2 hours prior to you both exiting the room to go downstairs and eat. So that is where we will begin.
So Yorrick would walk up to Vidar and just tap him on the shoulder and just, I have a predicament.
Yeah.
So you remember how Cammy took my book and it vanished?
Mm-hmm.
In the original timeline, the person that gave Cammy her powers was Zarut, who was disguised as her patron, I assume.
Okay. The guy that attacked us in that shop, right?
Yes. He's gonna take out the book and he's gonna show you the page where it says that there's 2. So
What is that?
before this page was talking about how there was only 1 in existence. This one says there's 2, and I know that Zarut now has the other book, the original.
And that's bad, right?
Yes, it's very bad because he has a mastery over this book much greater than I. And given what we know about the Thinkers, it's
Yeah, something that strong shouldn't be in hands like that. So you wanting to go after it?
I really feel like we should.
Okay.
Because knowing how the Thinkers are and what their goal was in the other timeline, him having that could accelerate those plans.
Question. What do you plan on doing with 2 books?
Well, maybe there's a way to bring them together to make like 1 big book, or I would have to get more information from Futa.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best on this journey.
I was actually going to ask you for help.
Okay. All I have. I have literally nothing going on. I am babying this mug right here just because I don't want to think about what to do next. So yeah, I'll go help.
Okay, I appreciate you putting your existential crisis on hold for me.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you for giving me an option to keep it on hold.
I literally had nothing to do, Not that I was going to go hunt my parents down or anything, but I could, put that aside for you.
Hey, shh. No, bad vibes. Only good vibes here.
That's funny as fuck.
Well, all right. So I'm gonna take some time to get some information from Futa on if she has any knowledge of where it could be and how to find Zarut.
Yeah, I'm
just-
useless there. I wasn't able to smell Zarut's feet.
Jesus Christ.
Mostly because I didn't know I had the ability until quite recently. So if you never want to get lost, let me just you know what? You do your thing with Funta, whatever, you know. I'll be here.
I would highly advise taking the time to stock up on any supplies you may need.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's a good idea. You want me to go buy like health potions and stuff?
Just in case.
All right. Sounds good.
Then he's gonna schloop the book back into his hand.
Okay. Schloop.
Just schloop.
All right.
That's the exact sound it makes.
Schloop.
I
That's a good
like to
noise.
think now, whenever Vidar approaches like a home or whatever, and every once in a while he'll go up to a home where everybody like takes their shoes off before going inside. He just shoves tissues into his nose and then walks in.
Now that he knows he has the ability.
He's like, I don't want.
God.
I don't want to. No.
I don't want to. I don't. I have enough people I'm looking after. I can breathe again. I know that sounds weird.
It's like, oh, this room stinks. It smells like feet. Oh no! Oh no!
Not again.
Oh my god! Like the spiral foot patterns on the goblins.
That
I
would've
hate
been
that I
helpful.
At the
accidentally-
very beginning, when they were teleported to Relictus for the first time, he just gets down and I know that smell.
I hate that I accidentally got Vidar to do that.
Hey, man.
I hate that it's an accidental thing that he does now.
Well, man, you know, you wanted to do it, so, and it was well within the realm, so I allowed it to happen, and now look.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he
It's a talent
rolled
now.
really high on an investigation. You see
Yep.
sweaty footprints. You could smell the scent, and then I just go
Yep.
around and start smelling people, and I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yep.
Just crawling
thing
on the ground like a
discovered.
bloodhound.
Look, it was an accidental thing that led to a gag, and now you can't get rid of it.
He's not in defeat, I swear.
it's just something he's got.
It's his tracking method.
Yep. It's just, but the feet have to be bare, or he has to smell the shoe. And then, like a bloodhound, you've got the scent. But finding potions, I mean, throughout the kingdom is in complete disarray now. You've got voices from every direction and shouting and screaming and what the kingdom has for defenses and soldiers mobilizing around the castle and putting up roadblocks, not allowing people into certain parts of the kingdom. You are able to get over to the potion shop. What they have available right now that the troops have not taken, just in case, because they mobilized, so they went after and got all of the supplies. Weapons are basically vanished away. Any healing items and any magic items that may have existed are all cleaned out, but you are able to get your hands on 2 minor healing potions, 100 gold, if you want both.
Yes.
So that's just for the sake of brevity. You can take those. How would you like to contact Futa while Vidar is out doing his shopping?
I'm gonna go back into the room where it's quiet, take out the book, and focus on that. Focus on the connection.
Okay.
Kind of like go into a trance.
So do you sit on the floor, on the bed? How would...
He's gonna sit on the floor.
Okay. All right. So you sit on the floor. Go, cross the feet. kind of concentrate and commune. I'm not going to have you roll for it. You do. This time, what's actually kind of weird for you is instead of being sucked into the book to do so, you sit down on the floor and just concentrate. And you feel that connection and just let it flow. And as you open your eyes back up, you are in that familiar, dark and cold, green and blue haze. Weird water flowing by that sounds like it's flowing, but it's not really moving. The charcoal black pathway that goes up into that spike that she likes to stand on. All the dead trees in the background. You're in her territory without even going into the book this time. You feel the connection, you let it flow through you with acceptance, and then you just launch right into her area. What's really weird is as you're still sitting on the ground, you come into her territory. You feel like you're still sitting on the hotel floor. But the rest of you can see and feel her area, and as you get up to your feet, and you start walking down the pathway, it still feels like the hotel floor. So that there's part of you still connected to your actual body. And the rest of you is here, wherever here might be. You've never really discovered where here is. But there she is, standing on that spike, very ominous and dangerous looking in all of her glory. And she's not wearing her usual blue or green dress. This time it is a vibrant orange, but it is the long shoulder to floor length, and she still has the staff. The staff now, instead of having a clear crystal in it, it's got a dark red ruby in it. And she still has the crown, but the crown is also a vibrant orange with a sharp white that just comes down in the slit on all the spikes that come down on the helmet, on the crown.
Sounds like summer or autumn.
But she sees you and acknowledges and begins walking down to the bottom of the pathway. And without moving her lips, you were successful, yes?
Yes, we were.
So you're here to pay your debt? Or is this visit for another reason?
Well, I could take care of both at the same time, I suppose. I can. I do have some questions for you.
I'm all ears. And as she says, I'm all ears, you actually see like onomatopoeia, like comic book cartoon kind of. You see literal, like her spiky elvish ears, a bunch of them just like bubbles go boop, 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 all over the area and then just start popping. And she just kind of giggles, I'm all ears. And they just pop.
So I'm afraid someone has the original book.
Yes, your orange tiefling friend made a big mistake.
Yes. I also made a very terrible mistake by even letting her take it.
So now there are 2 of these.
Yes.
And you
There are
wish to possess them both?
I want to free it from the wrong hands. Because if the Thinker's goals are anything like they were in the original timeline,
And they are.
that's what I didn't want to hear.
Of course they are.
So,
and now they have a very powerful weapon at their side.
and it could further accelerate their their plans, especially with the kind of mastery he's shown over it, which was rather terrifying and inspiring at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And a very common occurrence with you and your friends. You focused on the wrong thinkers.
Wrong thinkers.
Mm-hmm. You may have destroying Zarut. That was heading in the right direction. Focusing on Darkmantle and Ruinette, you wasted your time.
Mhm.
All they wanted was another war. If you wish to pursue Zarut, be very, very careful. He is far more powerful now than he was before. Thanks to your book. So, your debt to me is on hold then, yes?
We never negotiated
Oh, there's
What?
no negotiation.
we never discussed what the debt would be.
I'm aware.
Very well.
You see, I have been doing this for a very, very long time. And I am tired. And I need a successor. But with the debt you owe to me, it will not be a choice. So my suggestion, finish up whatever you want to do with your material life. Because it will not matter soon enough.
Very well. I shall honor this debt.
Oh, one more thing. If you share this with anybody, instead of taking my place, you will spend the rest of your days in Tartarus.
Very well.
I will give you the first breadcrumb, but you know how much I enjoy watching you make mistakes, and I enjoy causing a lot of them.
I suppose it comes with
You see something very interesting. You see something very, very interesting because you remember your father was the one that taught you memory recall, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Was it then the alternate timeline that he did it? Or the original? I want to say the original. I think it was when you were at the Crook House.
Yes,
But
we were in
regardless.
the Crook House. He used it, and I watched how he did it.
Yeah.
And studied it.
So one thing that you're going to find interesting at this point is you see her in her rather big skeletal like green or right now vibrant orange hand. You see her open it and scatter glitter. And then just above her hand, a bubble opens. And rather than being a former memory. It is a current vision. He appears to be in Salvetti at the moment. You have some time.
I need to... Salvetti. What business does he have there? I'll have to find out. I have to find out now.
Wake up! And you snap back inside your room.
Okay.
Like cold sweat. You feel like you're stuck to the floor. You hear a soft giggle in the back of your head, because as you go to get up, you literally hear the like you're sitting on the floor with no pants. But you are wearing clothes. You're just kind of stuck there.
It's like sitting in a leather chair on a hot day.
Yes. Or a
Just-
beanbag. Yeah, like the old beanbag chairs.
Yep.
And you're wearing shorts and your skin sticks to them. By the time you come out of your trance with Futa, Vidar, you would have finished your shopping, gone back to the inn, not seen Yorrick downstairs, go up to the room to find him, and you open the door. And as you open the door, you see him sitting on the floor, kind of coming out of this daze, like soak-filled sweat, like he just got out of the bathtub. And you hear as he's getting, like he kind of goes up with like, and I'm controlling you, because at this point you wouldn't really know where you were. You're coming out of that daze. Like you just woke up from a like going on a bender. You just kind of look up all hazy, and there's Vidar, and you go to get up and you hear him like unsticking himself from the floor. And just this very invisible giggle in the room, just as he's unsticking himself from the floor.
You having fun?
Well, I got information on where Zarut is.
Okay.
He's in Salvetti.
What's he doing in Salvetti?
I'm not sure, and I need to find out.
Okay. Is he still on the floor? Or is he up?
He would have
He
gotten
would-
up at this point.
Yeah.
Or he's in the process of getting up.
All right. Yeah. Well, if he's in the process, I'll help him get up the rest of the way. And I'm like, I'll help him up, and I'll be like, I used to sweat a lot talking to girls too. If you ever need help, I could give you some tips and advice.
You know what? I appreciate it.
Hey,
Anyway,
I am here to help. Oh, by the way, the shop was like completely cleaned out. He's gonna hold up two tiny little health pots and be like, "I got 2."
Yeah, these are the 2d4 plus 2. They're the minor healing potions. It's all that was left.
oh, 2's better than none. So
True. I'm not traveling with you like that. Go take a shower, get changed, meet me downstairs, and we can head out.
fair enough.
Okay, so
He's
you'll
gonna go to
clean
the
up.
bathhouse.
Yep, you'll clean up and meet him downstairs, fresh and ready to go.
Just gonna walk out. Just the hair's just all frizzy and shit. Just
Just all over the place.
better now.
A lot. Thank you. It was pungent.
That is fair. Yeah, over the course of our journey, we didn't really stop much to do that.
I mean, there was a certain level that we kind of held ourselves to, but shit, I was gone for 30 minutes and that was bad. Bad. There was an audible sound of your skin peeling from the floor as you stood up. You're right. I don't know if you heard that, but I
was wearing clothes. That was the worst part. But yes,
well,
fresh threads, clean. You are ready to go. With your passive perceptions, Vidar specifically, actually both of you have pretty decent. As you're looking around, you will notice without doubt that you are the only two party members left in here. Your team, the rest of your team is gone. They have all gone off to pursue whatever it is that they were going to pursue. You guys had your last minute meal and party, and that was crazy. And your goodbyes, handshakes, hugs, whatever the hells, and went about your business.
Well, it looks like everybody's gone off to do their own things.
Well, I suppose so. Oh.
Vidar and Yorrick back at it again, just like old times.
On the road again.
Please,
I can't wait.
I told you last time I heard you sing that I'd punch you. I'm giving you one more chance.
Roll the hit.
Okay.
Roll the hit.
All right.
All right, how are we traveling there? So, Yorrick, do you have a way for us to get this already, or?
I mean, I can try teleporting us there.
Can you do that?
Oh, I've got a better chance at getting it right, considering it. I know it. So he's gonna shoop the book back out.
Shoop. All right. So another thing that you are going to notice, without make an intelligence check for me before I go into too much detail.
Am intelligent.
Intelligence.
That is a 17.
Okay, so you shoop it out of your hand. The first thing that you are going to notice is that the book has actually gotten slightly smaller.
It's smaller.
Slightly smaller. So now instead of being, the 50-pound brick that's a 12 by 12 brick, it's lost a couple inches. It would now be like a 10 by 10. It's slightly smaller, but it's very noticeable. And although it was always light to you when you were holding it, it's lighter. The other thing that you notice is as you shoop it out of your hand, it never physically touches your skin. Over that hand, it hovers slightly. And as you wave your hand over it, it just opens up. Like you're able to control it without touching it now.
It seems my mastery over this is getting better.
And because you thought of teleport, it just immediately flips to that page.
All right. I'm gonna put my other hand on Vidar's shoulder, and I'm gonna teleport us.
You don't have to roll.
Damn.
You put your hand on Vidar's shoulder. You mutter the arcane words within the page, and you're in Salvetti. You blink, and you're both in Salvetti. just like that. You guys appear at right in front of, like, you're inside Salvetti, and the open gate to the city is directly behind you. The two guards standing at the front gate didn't even notice you appear. And as you guys are now touching the sands of Salvetti, you're looking around. It's obviously it's not flooded, but it's back to its original, like, half demolished, still fully in construction Salvetti. The best part about the whole city is the Royal Guard Palace up on the mountain, off to your left, way up on the mountain. And it's about mid-morning, I'd say about 10 a.m. So the city is awake. You can hear the hammers and the the sounds of clanking, and you can see the scaffolding, and there's people up that are actually like rebuilding buildings and trying to expand. And the cussing and the swearing that goes with construction and labor jobs all over the place, along with just the passerbys of people going into the clothing shop and into Taberna and the tavern, and just the hustle and bustle of the city. It's all over the place. But you appear, and as you appear, your book is back in your hand, and you can feel it in there. It's not a question. As you appear, it has gone back into your hand, like almost on its own will.
I know it sometimes has a mind of its own, but intriguing.
Well, I'm just glad we made it here in one piece.
I know teleporting with me can be risky, but this is a place that I'm very familiar with.
Vidar, the difference that you noticed was nervously and rightfully so. He puts his hand on your shoulder, and you kind of clench a little bit, like, oh God, is this going to work? One thing that you noticed was you didn't even go through that space speed tunnel when you teleported. You blinked and you were in Salvetti, just like that. It was a huge difference from before, where you guys would go through all that, like, speed colors, and you'd watch your hands go all fucking Nosferatu. None of that happened. He touched your shoulder, you blinked, you were in Salvetti. There was no vomit, no nausea, nothing.
It has a much higher success rate if I'm familiar with the territory that I'm trying to go to. And with Salvetti being my hometown, it just comes natural to me.
Well, if you say so.
Magic is very finicky.
That it is.
Anyway. I'm thinking the best... what would be the best place to start? Do I feel an extra pull, like that connection that it had before?
Give me an Arcana check.
That would be dirty 20.
You do. Dirty 20?
21. Sorry.
Okay.
Math ain't
I know
mathing.
that changes everything. The dirty 20 was a yes. The 21 was too high. You failed. No.
Bum bum bum.
Bum bum bum. Too high is bad. You have mid ground on this. Actually, that it's funny because there's one kind of roll in mind where too high is actually bad and too low is bad. But you guys have never actually had to make that roll. We'll see if you ever do. Anyway,
Just don't tell me what it is, because I'll end up doing it.
I'm not going to, because it's a very, very specific thing that I like created that you guys have never run into. Anyway, so you do feel a very familiar pull, but it's very strange because your pull is to your hand, to your current one, and then there's this faint pull that should not exist because there's only supposed to be one of these. So although you have that faint pull to the other one, the strongest is to the current one that is in your hand. The direction is kind of strange. As you're staring at Taberna, the pole is off to your right. You don't know where or how far. But you do feel it faint enough to understand the direction, generally.
Okay. So I'm gonna start following I'm gonna follow that pole. Try to focus more on it. See if I can keep it. Come on, brain. I'm gonna keep following it just to see if I can keep it in my senses.
Okay.
That makes any sense.
That's okay.
I'll just follow closely behind Yorrick.
Okay. Vidar, as you're following closely behind, you're behind him, so you can't see his expression, but you can feel his like confusion and anxiety, like stress toward the situation. Like you saw his expression on his face going like, I think it's this way, and then kind of turns and goes. So you can see it in the hesitation to his steps. They're very precise, kind of staggering in a way, like he's not really sure which direction's the right one, but chooses one anyway and starts going. One thing that catches... Go ahead.
Vidar will just real kind of slowly and softly just give Yorrick a couple quick pats on the back, like on his shoulder.
Okay.
Just
as you're patting him on the back, you look to the left down a couple of alleys, and like a PTSD memory, you walk by the alley that leads directly to the orphanage.
Not going to say anything.
For a split second, the flash of watching Vernon standing at the top of the stairs hits your brain. And it's just a flash. It's a couple of seconds. And you get those beads on your forehead. Because you know it's not real. But just a quick memory as you're walking by the alley. Very, very quickly replaced by, as you pass the alley, 4 happily laughing children running out of the alley, playing tag, doing sword fighting with little sticks. One of them throwing rocks at the other, but the 4 of them just playing like children, running around. One of them actually trips and falls on the ground. The other 3 laugh. That one gets up, throws a rock, hits the other one about midsection. That one says ow and starts running. The other 3 laugh, and they all just start chasing each other around, disappear down another alley. So it's like a PTSD moment followed by like okay, everything's fine. They're happy. No one's dead yet.
Lovely.
So as you are slowly pursuing this direction and this connection, Yorrick, you start going into the portion of Salvetti where that water tank was that you guys were before, that was broken the last time you were in Salvetti because it flooded the city. But at this point, that water tank is very, very put together. There's no holes in it. The scaffolding is around it because they're trying to build like an outside barrier to it. And you see a couple of kids, not the same four, but a couple of kids literally like hitting it with sticks. One from a distance is throwing a rock at it just because they want to listen to the ping. The adults that are up on the scaffolding going, "Hey, you little shit, stop it!" And just back and forth. "Shut up, old man!" Ping, ping. But the barrier they're trying to build around it, but it's very much there. It's not splurting water anywhere. And as you're kind of letting that situation like, okay, this is the good feeling I'm looking at. And it's immediately replaced by your skin goes ghost white because that connection is leading you right to your parents' house.
Oh.
So it's that familiar, like you make that little left turn and there's the water tank and this funny, fun interaction between child and worker is going on. You're kind of smiling and giggling at it. And then you turn slightly to the right and it's that same alley that leads right to your parents' house. The complete part of Salvetti, the more like run down, sure, but complete and built. Like their house was never the nicest one, but it was full and it was done.
So I am going to start moving a bit quicker.
Okay.
Put some haste in my step.
Vidar, you will notice the difference.
Yeah,
in his pace.
I will match it.
Okay. You will also see the immediate change in his skin tone. When I say ghost white, that was not a euphemism.
Got you.
Because you notice the same water tower, the same interaction, and then you look slightly to your right and you see his cheek. It just went completely ghost white. And then his steps increase. Which you were here to meet his parents. You left the ship, right? It was you and Kara went to meet his parents at the house. So you also make the connection a few seconds after he did. That his parents' house is right there.
So is it getting stronger the closer we get to it?
It is getting astonishingly stronger. Your mother is outside in front tending to her garden. Wearing her flower sun hat and her shorts. And she's digging into the garden, planting her vegetables. You will notice a difference between this point and the other point. She's not as good at gardening. You literally see her like struggling to dig the hole, not knowing how deep it goes, not really knowing how to put the seed in there. Some of the plants are already dying and wilting. And she's down on her knees digging a hole, like, I gotta get better at this. I just want to be I told him I wanted a garden. You just hear her muttering under her breath. It kind of sounds like she's almost at a crying phase because it's hot.
She's frustrated.
Struggling. She's frustrated. And I take it you're not being quiet with your steps.
No, she would definitely hear somebody approaching hurriedly.
However, because she's so focused on this and so frustrated, she does not hear you. She doesn't even look up at you. You may as well be a woolly mammoth coming down the street of Salvetti, and she's not noticing you. So it's up to you whether you want her to or not. But she's just focused so heavily on this failure in this garden.
Before we get too close, maybe like 15 feet away, he's gonna slow his pace so that he doesn't startle her, and he's just gonna call out to her.
Okay, and kind of looks up. Thank God, something good. Kind of throws the shovel down and stands up. So glad you're here. This thing is pissing me. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. And just comes up and gives you a hug. Vidar, she turns to you and gives you a hug. Thank you for continuing to keep my boy safe.
Sure thing, Mrs. York.
The Mrs. Evermore, thank you.
Evermore, yes, sorry.
Are you disrespecting my mother?
Are you disrespecting me?
No, I would never. No, please, I'm sorry.
Actually, we're gonna pause for a second here because did you ever actually name your mom? You
Aurelia.
did, I believe. Aurelia. Okay.
Yep. Marcus and Aurelia Evermore.
Aurelia. Okay. So kind of retcon that for a second. Instead of Mrs. Evermore with an attitude, Aurelia, please. We're among friends. Where's the orange one? I really liked her.
She's gone off to do her own thing with her family.
Oh, okay. Did you guys
We-
did I hope you weren't involved in this, but we're hearing rumors that awful Camp Relictus is gone, and that weird guy from that kingdom no one's ever heard of. Just never mind. You weren't involved. Don't tell me you were involved. It's fine. Can I make you guys some tea? Why are you here? Are you here to get involved with your father again? He's going off on some mission. I keep telling him not to. The one he's talking to is really weird. That's why I'm trying to do my gardening. You know, I'm just going to get back to my gardening. It's really nice to see you, but I'm just going to get back to this. And she just gets back down and starts, and kind of just like the monologue of a video game character, just kind of gets back down and starts repeating the same shit she did before.
Back to the idle animation.
Just gets down and starts repeating the same lines she did before, just over and over, as if saying it out loud is going to make it less bad.
I'm gonna go inside and check on Dad. It's good to see you again. Then he's gonna walk up the steps.
Yes. I love you. Both of you stay safe. God damn, where does this seed go? Why won't it just... I got the right soil. I got...
She'll get better. I know she will. She'll get better.
I swore my thumb was green, and it's not working right. Gotta prove to him I can do this by myself.
Then I'm gonna turn and go up the steps and go inside the house.
Vidar, are you following?
Yes, of course I'm following.
Okay. So, I mean, the front door is open. So you go up the steps and you open it, and immediately you also have that PTSD flashback. You walk into the house, and it's, for about a half a second, it is that horrible murder house scene. Only for about half a second. The ransacked, you know, the pictures on their side are broken, the blood smear up and down the stairs, destroyed furniture in the other rooms for about half a second, and then it subsides. And it's a very beautiful house. It's not, you know, it's not the same color scheme. It's at all. You walk in, and it is a gold and white carpeting that goes up the staircase. And a lot of the pictures that you remembered seeing before aren't on the wall. A lot of the artifacts that you remember seeing aren't there. And some of the furniture in like the dining area and the living room is a little subpar from what you remember it being before. This is a before time. So it's kind of giving you a picture of like where they're going between now and when you were here before, just how much adventuring your father actually does. Because there's so much missing from what you remember being in here. Nevertheless, you walk in and you look around. There's no blood spatter, there's no damage, but you look over to the left where the dining area was, you look over to the right where the living room was, and sitting on the couch is your father, Marcus, and what looks to be a light-skinned elvish gentleman. Very strange features. The ears a little above the head, spiked like an elf, but the ears actually go up above the crown, above the dome, and they kind of widen out from the head a little bit. Like deep black eyes. It's got the white around it, but the irises are like a deep black. And as you look, immediately looks at you, and you just get, I need both of you to give me Constitution saving throws, please.
Alarm.
17.
11? You said 11?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Immediately looks at the two of you. Yorrick, you feel a deep sense of fear, but you are able to fight against it. Vidar, you are frightened. You immediately go into like shivers and cold sweats. You do not want to go any closer to this guy. Immediately.
I'm immune to being frightened.
You are. Okay. So both of you would feel that sense of like fear and sense of dread, and you feel it trying to take hold, but you're able to shake it off.
Thank God.
Even though you're immune to it, you're able to identify it.
I feel the fear, the feeling.
Yes.
But I'm like, I can just shake it off. I get what you're saying.
Yes.
You feel it, but it doesn't stop you.
Yes. So you both immediately know there is something not right about this guy, because just the mere look was enough to like, okay, this guy's not right. And Yorrick, as you're looking at your dad, he seems normal. He's not scared. He's not sweating. He's not curled up in the fetal position. He's just talking, just normally, just talking. There's tea on the table, 2 cups and a kettle. But there's something not right about this guy. And give me both of, actually, no, Yorrick, because, Vidar, did you fight Zarut?
I think the whole party did.
I think the whole party did. Yeah, both of you give me either one of you an intelligence check with advantage, or both of you roll.
Yorrick intelligence check with advantage. Because my intelligence is boof.
I mean, okay.
What's your intelligence?
12 plus 1.
Mine's 10.
Yeah, so his is a +0.
Okay, so that'll work. $18.
Okay. It is immediately known to you when you go back into your own memory kind of database. It is the exact same feeling that hit you when Emissir dropped his image and became Zarut. The exact same frightening presence.
What's going on here? who is this fine gentleman?
Oh, and your dad is like, oh, I'm so sorry. This is my son Yorrick. Yorrick, this is Brim. He's here to hire me for an excavation. But your mom and I have kind of been struggling a little financially, but I don't want to tell her that. She's been focusing on her garden and not focusing on the fact that we're kind of drowning with no money. That, but he came to hire me, and you know that that's what I do. So we're discussing details of the new dig that we're going on. The new. She hates it when I go away, but this is what I do.
Didn't you tell me you were going to retire?
Oh, I am
Huh?
far from retiring. Don't even your mom's. And you see Brim look at you with that same and that look of acknowledgement, like, looks over at your dad and then looks at you. Oh, don't worry. I mean your father no harm. This is good money. I have something I want, and I'm going to pay him handsomely to help me find it. There's nothing to worry about.
Right. Um. What if I go instead of him?
And your father pipes up, no way. I am way more trained in this than you are. No offense. I know that you guys have been hired to protect digs, but actually digging and knowing what you're looking for, I'm much better suited for this. I mean, you guys can come with us as security. Is that okay? And you see Brim kind of, I suppose, as long as they don't get in the way. I mean, you are the proper kind of security that only acts when you're supposed to, yes?
Yes.
Yorrick, give me an insight check.
I need to switch it up. That one's been rolling a little too well tonight. Oh.
I like the chance. That's nice.
19.
It's been rolling too well, so he wants another die. Not too bad, so it goes into dice jail. He wants the possibility of a worse roll. You're able to mentally paint the picture that yes, this is Zarut, yet they may not know that you know.
Okay. So I'm able to maintain that.
Yes. Do you get what I'm saying there?
Yeah.
At
I'm
this
able to
point in the
maintain
timeline, you guys didn't even know who Zarut was. So as you're sitting here talking to him, you feel the same connection between the frightful presence and the connection to the book. You know that this is him. But from what you can tell, he doesn't know you know.
I'm able to keep up that ruse of,
Mm-hmm.
I know what you are, but I'm not going to say anything yet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So his last thing was like, "Are you guys the proper kind of security where you only act when you're supposed to? You're not going to get in the way of the dig, yes? I mean, I know that this is your dad, but if he stubs his toe, you're not going to shut things down, right?
We will only intervene if we see fit. If it's a matter of safety, we will intervene.
Good, because we are going after something extremely important, and if I can get my hands on it, your father will be paid handsomely, and yes, if you're the security and you keep us safe, you will also be paid handsomely. So everybody wins in the end, yes?
Fair enough.
Fantastic. Your son can be trusted, right? Marcus goes, yes, absolutely. I trust him with everything. Sometimes he slips and tells his mother, but often I can trust him. Don't tell your mother. Please. I don't want to sleep on the couch again. And you hear your mom from the outside. Tell me what? Nothing, dear. Nothing. Everything's fine.
So when do we leave on this
Immediately.
expedition?
Immediately. I just need to know what you charge as our security detail and how much time I have you for. And we can go. Is everyone supplied up for an adventure? Because it's going to be one. Although I do have a means of getting us there quicker. And you see him, the familiar pouch on the side that you used to carry, pulls out this massive book and puts it on the table. And your father goes, whoa. And just immediately locks eyes with you. Because he gave you one of these.
Yorrick's gonna just like
I have to, excuse me. And he gets up and like runs into the other room. And as he's passing by you and Vidar, come talk to me. Come here, hurry up. And he runs into the dining room. And you see Zarut just kind of opening up the book and just very gently flipping through the pages.
that's gonna immediately send a chill down Yorrick's spine as he's just excuse us for a moment.
Take your time.
My father needs
Family
a
drama.
hand.
Well aware.
He's gonna just kind of back away, but keep an eye on Zarut.
Okay. Yeah, your father dipped into the dining room about 50 feet away. And you see him now, like, head in hand, just... Do you approach?
Yes.
Vidar, do you follow Yorrick, or do you stay in the room to keep an eye on
No,
Zarut?
I'm staying in the room, staring at him, smiling.
Okay. You see him just very casually taking these like 12 by 12 pages, very very fine writing, some of the language you can't understand. Very, very fine paper, very expensive paper, like gold kind of laced into the edges of it. Just one by one.
I'm just gonna, while he's doing that, I'm just gonna slowly trace my finger around the symbiote tattoo thing on my hand.
Yeah.
And it'll start sparking a little bit. I'll just slowly start doing that.
And you like zero reaction from him.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm just copying him.
Okay. So you approach your dad and he just immediately, how does he have that? Didn't I give you that? How does he have that? You came to my house. You took that into your hand. Your hand, does it still have the hole in it?
Yes, it does.
We're going to talk about
story.
We're going to talk about that later. But I gave you that book.
Yes, you did.
How does he have that? That's not a good book. The fact that you now have it, the fact that you now have it somewhere in your body makes me nervous. But there's another one. Do you know what I had to do to find that in the first place?
I can only imagine. But
you still have it, right? Let me see it. You still have it. You shloop.
Just shloop.
Shloop. And as you okay, we've got to get the dynamic here. So when he went into the dining room, he immediately turned to face Zarut and the back of Vidar. So how did you approach? Are you now directly in front of him with your back to Zarut and Vidar, or are you off to the side? How are you?
Yeah,
Where are
I'm
you?
like, I'm facing him. I'm in between him and his view of Zarut.
Okay. So, Vidar, you're watching Zarut just kind of do this, not really acknowledge the fact that your hand is now electric. And he's just kind of going page to page, and then all of a sudden, and you see the black irises swell and take the entire eye. And but Yorrick, you watch your dad as you shoot the book out. He just you might want to put that away.
Gonna shloop right back in.
Your mom and I just got this house fixed.
I'm not gonna provoke anything.
But he might.
If he does, we can lead him out here.
Vidar, what are you doing? Because you see this change. You see his head snap and the eyes turn completely black.
I'm gonna start digging. Vidar's gonna start digging his thumbnail into the palm of his hand, getting ready to get his blood rapier out if anything happens.
Okay.
Just trying to draw blood.
Okay. Give me 1 second because I did. Let me do homebrew because I did not finish this yet, but I can give you a couple of the specs. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not gonna reveal what this does on recording, but I think I told you what the name of it was, the subclass that I'm building for you if you actually wanted to do it. Idle hands are the devil's playpen. This is the one that I'm trying to create. So it's got all of that shit in it, but it also has all of this other stuff. If I can. Where is it? Oh, don't tell me it didn't. Oh, right there. Sorry, I'm trying to get into my my D&D Beyond, which we use for our game. I'm trying to get into it so that I can see. There it is, right there. Because I want you to be able to use this. Okay, so for your symbiote, because you never actually used it in combat before, so this is just kind of like if you choose to use this. So before combat starts, if combat starts, you need to roll a d4. 1 through 4 will correspond with the elements that you are able to use for which one you are able to use. Hold on, why isn't that there? Oh shit. Okay, no, I have it all written down. This one, for some reason, deleted a bunch of shit, but I do have it. So it's a d4 roll. The single thread from the elbow to the neck, it'll correspond with what you roll. And it will become the dominant element being used to add damage to any attack, and it's 2d4 damage is added to the successful spell or melee attack. So if you attack with your rapiers or whatever it is you do, but it's only one, so even if you split and you do your fucking 20 hits, one of them gets the 2d4, not all of them. Of whatever the dominant element is, you'll get an additional 2d4 damage of whatever that turns out to be. That's part of the On a natural 20, the damage will be doubled as normal. On a natural 1, the wearer takes the damage. That's how I created that. Most of this disappeared for some reason, which pisses me off, because I had all of this fucking created and ready to go. Why is... Oh, hold on. Is that where it is? Yep, got it. What level are you?
16.
Okay, so you would have all of this. Fan.
Yeah, we still have the level boost.
Yep. Fan fucking tastic. Yep, because this is where all the stuff is right here. Beautiful. I like it. So I've got all the level scaling. Yeah, I have the level scaling, spells, actions, creatures. I have all of that shit. I just haven't completed it yet. But this is something that I would love to launch at some point, either in a one-shot or in campaign 2. Because this was built for a wizard. And the symbiote.
If Cassius wasn't how I made him, then I would definitely play it.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm sure
And then
it'll see.
you already know the deal with Fret.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll see the light of day somehow. But yeah, so we'll feature this here. So just for the hell of it, give me a. Actually, is it still a D4 or did I change that? I thought I had changed that at some point. No, it would have been. So you're 16, so I need a 2, 4. I need a 8. Okay, so I need a D4 for the dominant. So go ahead and roll a D4.
D4. Dose.
2. Okay, so the dominant element is gonna be ice.
Oh,
Cold.
lovely.
It's gonna be cold. Okay, so that is the element. Now I need a D6 because you're level 16, so I get to tell you all of the other shit. Now
6.
I need a D6. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, this one's fun. Okay, so you have 2 added effects now because you're level 16. Number 1, you have ice, which is the 2d4. So the damage on it never goes up, regardless of your level. What happens is you get additional effects. So the first effect
is that every time I hit with an attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
it's
it's ice for the entire combat round.
I have acid on my rapier, on my blood rapier. So I hit it for normal, and then I roll acid damage, and then I roll the 2d4.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. So put that somewhere so you can remember it, because this is the symbiote. On top of that, you're gonna love this one. You rolled a 6, so this is a feature called Demi. Damage is an immediate 25% of their overall health.
Wait, hold on. Say that again?
The feature is called Demi, which can only be used once during combat. One time. So
Okay.
the ice is every time. Every round. Demi is once. It is immediately 25% of the target's overall health. However, it's at the expense of yours.
Oh, 25% of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So depending on how much risk you want to take.
Is that like an action to do, or do I just do it?
It just you choose, but it's not an act. It goes with your action. So if you attack, you do your damage, you do your acid, you do your ice, and you say, you know what, use it.
Got you. And then I
So
would
that
just
one,
off of the damage I rolled, then I say, okay, I'm 25% on top of it
yes,
to do to them, but then I also take 25% of my
Yes.
HP.
yes.
That sounds
But
fucking dope.
that could be huge, but it could also be dangerous for you. So
Yeah.
yeah,
High
that's
risk,
it.
high reward.
Yeah, dude. I created this fucking thing, and it's so crazy. It is so crazy. Like, so hold on. Level 3, you get your fire, ice, lightning, and radiant. You know what? I'm just gonna fucking talk it through. I don't care. So at level 3, you get your fire, ice, lightning, and radiant. You get all the 4 elements for the symbiote. Level 6, you get poison and necrotic. That's added to the pool. Level 9 is the demi, which is purple. So it comes out in like a purple, not a plasma ball, but just like a purple, and then goes away. Level 12 is multi-shot. That's when you can roll to use both symbiotes.
Oh,
See,
that's cool.
this subclass, you have one on each hand, not just one. You have and then that's the rest of it. You don't get anything after level 12 because it just becomes fucking broken. But also at level 12, it goes from 2d4 to 4d4.
I will be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
How dare you? You also get access to cleric, paladin, and warlock spells. Yeah, and then you get something that I wrote called Electric Seal, which is level 6. Once per long rest, and only when the rolled chosen element is lightning. So you have to roll it, and it's only if you get lightning. The caster can add this to an additional action on top of their normal action. An elemental seal can. So on a failed save, the targets within the area of the effect take 2d8 lightning damage and have their movement reduced to 0 until the end of the caster's next turn from being electrically sealed to the floor surface.
Damn.
I know, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, I created all this shit. It was so much fun. I spent fucking hours on this and it's not even done yet. Not even close to being done. I still have so much shit I have to do for this thing. But anyway, you have all that written down, so we're good. But yes, so his father kind of talks to him, and he says he's not going to allow the house to be damaged. I'm sorry. We're gonna rewind. What was your reaction to his eyes him snapping and his eyes going black?
Vidar's gonna dig the nail of his thumb into the palm of his hand to try to draw some blood, just getting ready to get his rapier out.
Okay.
Just in case.
All right. You're going to see this pale-skinned, very, very long-eared, elvish type creature with now these like night black eyes shift towards you, and you can see the pale skin now starting to literally like melt off like a bad nightmare. Just melt off the face and is replaced by an orange skin that you're familiar with. But it doesn't melt completely off. It's just little sections to make it look like creepier. The face starts to sag and the eyes get bigger. For a minute, it reminds you of Elenwyn.
Yeah.
So at this point, Vidar would be like, "Hold on, is this really Zarut?" Because the eyes become like wide and black and the skin begins to melt off, but it's orange, it's not gray. So like maybe it is, maybe it's not. It's really hard to determine between the two because they both loved mind tricks.
Yeah, exactly.
These
fucking bitches.
Yes, but just kind of like staring at you doing it, and you can feel that fear trying to pierce into you again, and you're just able to shake it off. Almost laughable at this point, but its tries are getting stronger and like more desperate and more volatile.
Vidar's just gonna smile at him and softly say, "There you are."
Yes. There I am. And now you can see like the razor sharp teeth. And it's as they open their mouth and talk, and you can see the teeth, it is very clearly Zarut. And your vision goes black.
Lovely.
And for a second, you're looking around, like you can tell where you are. You're not floating in free space. But everything around you goes black. At first, you think it's your vision goes black. Like, oh shit, I went blind. What's about to happen? But as you look around, you can still see your hands. And everything around you is now black. But instead of your vision going black like you're blind, it's just the area around you went black. And you are now in a very familiar circular room. The same place you fought him before.
Lovely.
Where there's weird colors and fireworks and just spectral nonsense going all over this round room. Where the floor, as you look down at it, has a shimmer and like little waves like water. You move your feet and you can hear the splash of your shoes, but nothing's coming off your feet like it's wet. It just sounds like it. You put your feet down and ripples go across the floor. Very familiar place for Yorrick too. This is the third time you've been in this damn room.
Yep.
So for Yorrick, as you are trying to reassure your father that you're not going to do any damage to his house, you hear Vidar behind you say, "There you are," and then a grumbly voice also say, "Yes, I am," and then you get your vision goes dark, and you just get teleported to this familiar round bubble of nothing space. Your father now gone out of your vision. Vidar and your backs to each other. And as you look around, you find Vidar, Vidar finds you, and you're just in this wide open bubble room where you came with Kara to make the first deal regarding Futa, to fight Zarut with the whole team. You're back in that same room, that same just extra dimensional space with just weird. You're muted. Is that just colors going up and down and like shooting stars, and stars literally just appearing and then exploding. What's very weird this time is there is an audio ambiance that didn't exist before. You hear laughter off in the distance, and then you hear screaming off in the distance, and then you see these shooting stars go up, and then it literally explodes, and you hear the echoing explosion as the whole bubble room flashes white. Vidar, you hear Latha laughing, and then crying, and then screaming. As the echo, it's a circular room, so it seems like the voice starts at the top, and then just expands around the room, meets at the bottom, and then goes away. And it's just different voices. Yorrick, on this big bubble like a TV screen, you see the death of your father again. You hear the crying of your mother. You hear the crying of Merida after the death of Tyr. And Zarut does not appear to be in the room. It is just the two of you listening to this, listening and watching these weird projections and echoing voices of memories. Just very strange ambiance.
What is going on?
So if you can think of like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, when they get on the boat and he takes them down the chocolate river and all of that weird shit starts to happen to all of the passengers. But instead of him sitting there, word singing, it's just your own memories being projected and pushed, and they get louder and louder and louder to the point where you guys are literally having to like scream back and forth just to hear each other. And this goes on for several minutes. And then it stops. And your ears are left with that as you're digging in your ear, trying to like, God, fucking get it out of there.
We gotta love tinnitus.
And there is no noise whatsoever. You try to speak and you can't hear your own voice. Vidar, you try to speak and you can't hear yourself. You're watching Yorrick try to talk and you can't hear him. And this goes on for several minutes. Just looking around, trying to get your bearings, trying to figure out where you are, trying to figure out where Zarud is. Are we trapped here? Is he actually coming here? Trying to call out, swing your sword around, anything. Or run along the room trying to see if there's a wall, trying to see if this bubble is actually a physical thing you can touch. You touch the floor and it looks like your hands sink into a body of water, but they're not wet. You can't feel anything. And you pull them out and there's no water dripping off your fingertips, but you put your hands in and you see the ripple as if it is water. And this goes on for several minutes. And then you both stand up. And as if you come off of mute, you can hear again. So I would say, like, all in all, you guys were in here for about 15 minutes. Half of that was just an immense amount of noise. And then half of it was nothing.
Interesting. What is going on?
Sounds like somebody's trying to play tricks on us and mess with us.
I think I know who it is. But I haven't seen him yet. Well, in here at least.
All right. What would you guys like to do?
It's just the blank. It's back to the blank sphere room.
Yes.
There's still no sign of anyone else other than just us.
From what you can tell, yes.
Do I have? I do. I let me make sure I'm not. I'm gonna try to dispel magic. Get us out of here.
Okay.
And that will be at spell slot. Am I fixing to take? I'll go 4th level.
Okay. So you open your book, you mutter your words, dispel magic leaves, and nothing. But the spell slot is expended.
Mm. There goes that.
It's a good thought. Zarut, stop being a coward. Show yourself.
Okay. You see the room kind of flutter and flicker. There's a white flash and a yellow flash and a red flash. And the room literally like bows and ripples, like not just the floor, but all of it. It goes from a round room and it bows in and then it bows out and it ripples and it flickers and it flashes like a rubber band or a ball that's trying to take another shape. And you blink and you're in a dried up riverbed. Not necessarily in the desert. It seems like it's more soft dirt that was once wet. You look to your left and your right, and you're about 10 feet into the ground. And you look around, and there's a broken wagon, and there's a crate, and there's a couple of bags that are in intricately straight lines. Looks kind of like a campsite, but there's no people around. And you're actually in a dried up riverbed. And there's piles of rocks in random locations. But you don't feel anything. There's no wind. There's no, as you're breathing, it really doesn't even feel like you're taking in air. And standing before you about 20 feet away is the ever-present orange or yellow tiefling. That is Zarut. Only he looks a lot different than you remember him being. Still the 2 arms and 2 legs of a yellow tiefling, shorter than usual, shorter than normal. The straight up long horns. But from behind him, you see what looks like spines, not tentacles, not flippy like octopus tentacles or squid, but literally like spider legs, but a different material. They're literally, it's like a spine. Like 6 other spines tore out of his back and just curled into the front. And he's hovering about 10 feet off the ground. You guys can, I created a map. You guys can go in and go up to about 250%, depending on where it started. But yes, go into the map. And one of you please share it. I gotta put this over here, sign here, and here, and here. Yep, start the map up. If it's not close to you, if it looks small on the screen, go to about 249, 250%. You'll be able to see it. I've got mine on full screen.
Is mine sharing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Yep, so you guys are about 20 feet away. As I described it, this map is actually what you are in and what you are looking at. Below your feet, it feels like soft, wet dirt. Not rough terrain, but your shoes are kind of sinking into the earth a little bit. But yeah, you're looking at you're about 10 feet below the ground. And this, the crack behind it and those bags behind you, this is exactly what you're looking at. I did choose that because it has the spines coming out the back that I'm looking for, because obviously I wasn't able to create Zarut. So it was the best representation I could find. And go ahead and roll initiative.
Lovely, lovely, jubbly.
Since there's only 2 of you, it'll be a hell of a lot easier.
Oh my god.
Oh, awkward.
Yep.
What?
Rolled a nat 1 for a 10.
Oh, there you go. I mean,
Oh.
we can't all be winners, all right?
That's a 7 on die for an 8.
Oh.
See, you're not as bad. See that? You got a 10, he got an 8. See? Could be far worse. All right. You get all my dice out. Vidar, are you using physical dice or beyond?
I'm using Beyond.
How dare you, sir? Where'd your dice go?
I'm just lazy. I don't want to get them out.
I
It's so much easier to tap.
mean, at least you're honest. All right, and that has to go over here. Okay, fantastic. All right, let me roll initiative for this man. Okay. So the initiative order will be Zarut, Vidar, and Yorrick. All right, so top of the round. Oh yeah, because I got that because I bought that book, I have a bunch of different monsters in here now. That's awesome. Oh shit. Okay. So, top of the round on his turn, you see him lift his hand and a half-herd dragon appears in the room. Which I now have to add to the initiative order.
Holy moly.
Okay, so we're going to open this up just to have it. Oh yeah, this one's going to be fun. Okay. That was actually his turn. And to be perfectly honest, that one's actually great because it's got the mountains and the desert in the background of his picture. So that fits perfectly. Close. All right. So that was his turn. Vidar, you are up. Yorrick, you are next. But yes, he lifts his hand and just this massive, like tan and brown, almost matching the desert land around him, dragon just appears into thin air.
Cool. So Zarut, is he just a blob? Or
No,
is he
no, no,
like-
no, 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 no. That's just the thing that I chose for him because it has the spines coming out the back. He's the 5-foot yellow tiefling with the tall horns, as I described him before. Only this time coming out of the back, which you see over the shoulder and underneath the armpits, and then coming out of mid-center back is like these spider spines. 6 of them.
All right, cool. I'm going to use my reaction to teleport behind it.
Okay.
Make an attack with advantage.
Hell yeah.
Please. Does a 26 hit?
Yes.
Cool. So 1d8 plus 6. 14 piercing plus 5 acid and 7 cold.
Hell yeah. All right.
I'm going to use my bonus action to siphon it, which also stuns it. I am just seeing if it's even capable of being stunned.
Yeah.
If he's even
Stun has no effect.
Stun has no effect. Interesting. Okay, so
But you rolled 26 to hit and you did 26 damage. That's crazy.
He takes 15 more damage, but he is not stunned.
Okay. So 41.
Yep, and then my 2 this is my action, so 2 rapier attacks. Does a 15 hit?
No.
All right.
No, and actually as you go to swing with your rapier, you see it literally just pass through him like he's a ghost or an ethereal body. It just
Got you.
passes through.
My last attack, 27 to hit.
Yes.
16 piercing, 3 acid, 8 cold, and then my dagger of shade. 15 is not going to hit. That'll be it for my turn then.
Okay. So you're going. It's very weird because like with this rapier, you know that these rapiers, when you use them, they're magical weapons. When someone else uses them, they're just rapiers. But that first one you swing and it goes right through him like he's not even there, and then the second one makes contact, and you can see that it's not doing as much damage as you think it should. But once the acid and the cold get pumped into it, it's doing exactly as much as you think it should. So it's something about the piercing part isn't making as much.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Don't worry.
Isn't making as much headway. So is that your turn, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. All right. So he is going to use his reaction. So you're behind him and you're making these attacks. After you're done making the attacks, you notice these 6 spines go from pointing forward to folding backwards and pointing at you. And they start to extend and grow little spines off of the already weird spider-looking legs. And they're going to try and grab you. I need a strength check, contested strength.
Can I make an argument to use Dex? Because I'm trying to get out of it.
No, because it's a grapple check.
19.
Ooh, okay. Eek.
Yeah, that's a +0.
Yeah, he got a 21. You almost. Like you can these legs whip out and they grab you and they pull you close and you feel like you're just about to get out of it and then they tighten and pull you right up to his back. and they just start wrapping around you. You've got one that goes up over your left shoulder, one that goes up over your right shoulder, and they tighten up against your throat. Then you got two that go around your chest and two that go around your waist like a belt, and just pulls you right up close to him. And the smell of this creature is not nice at all. You've been around Zarut before, but for whatever reason, whatever form you're fighting him in now, it smells like rot and decomp. But you are grappled, so you can still make attacks. You just can't move, and it's a strength. It's an action to try and break the grapple. All right. So that ends yours. That was his reaction. And Mr. Dragon is going to fly down here.
Don't die right off the rip, Yorrick, please.
I'm gonna try my best not to.
I'm going to try my best not to. Okay. All right. So, Yorrick, as you see this terrifyingly huge tan and brown dragon flying at you, didn't expect to be fighting a dragon today. But it's flapping
Fighting a
its wings.
dragon in my D&D game?
Yeah, I know. In your
Unheard
Dungeons and
of.
Dragons game, oh my god. It's hovering about 20 feet off the ground, and you see its wing movement kind of slow, and it brings its long neck back, and you can see a green smoke and mist puff out of its mouth. I need a Constitution saving throw.
15.
That is a fail, sir.
Or nor.
Hang on, guys.
Yo, chat, I might be cooked.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
Okay. Oh boy, yeah. Mr. Yorrick, that is. So you got a 15?
Yes.
Okay, so that. So as it's charging up, it shoots its head forward, and this massive green beam shoots down and just takes you and envelops you. You begin coughing and hacking and falling to your knees prone, and you take 56 points of poison damage.
Oof.
Damn.
You are not poisoned, though. That's the good part.
I'm just prone.
You're just prone. And that is actually its turn. And it vanishes into thin air.
Oh, what a bitch. He didn't want to catch the smoke.
So you're actually after you're done with your coughing fit and like the searing pain. I mean, it is like it's going into your lungs and your just your internal organs. It's attacking your outward pores. It's stinging and burning. After you're coughing, you look up and this massive dragon just evaporates into thin air, and you're immediately able to notice it was a summon. It came out. It did its attack, and it went away. And it is a summon you have never seen from this book before.
So it's either a summon of his own creation, or he's using the book.
It is now your turn, sir.
Alrighty then. So I will Well, first of all, I'm going to use half my movement to get up.
Get up. Yep.
Because I ain't gonna die laying down.
Oh, come on. No way.
I refuse to lay down and take it. And I'm going to fire my Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
I got 4 of these bad boys.
Oh, yeah, I know you do. I know. You have 4.
All right. Shot 1.
Hold up. What level warlock are you?
So, 9.
9. Okay, yeah. So you'd only have 3.
3,
you
and
would-
then because I started my turn with it, I get the extra 1 that you granted.
Yep. But if you had leveled up in warlock, you'd have 5 with that extra 1 I granted you. Because eventually warlocks get 4 anyway.
Yeah.
5?
Yeah.
And with the route that I took, this could be huge. So the first one's going to be a 19 to hit.
Just hits.
Okay, so I'm assuming that
Are we
was meets it
talking
beats it.
Beats it.
Yes. 19 is
Okay.
just hits.
Information acquired. Shot number 2. 15 on die plus 9.
Yep.
That hits. That is a 19 on die plus 9.
Actually, hang on. I have to check something.
You can be my hero, baby.
Vidar, what is your armor class?
Eldritch blast this man away. 19.
19. Your first roll was a 19?
Yes.
That did not hit.
Okay, so the first one did not.
What was your second one?
24.
Yeah, 15 on die plus 9.
Which was 24?
4.
24.
19. Nope, that one missed too.
That one missed?
Yep.
Is he
God
fucking
damn.
using me as a shield?
Uh,
Like adding my AC to his AC?
the third one is 19 on die plus 9.
That one hits. That one, yes, that one hits.
And again, another 19. So only 1 hit.
Yep, only 1 hit.
All right. Rolling
So
damage.
what you notice from the first couple as you're firing off these Eldritch Blasts
Where are my D10s?
is the other ones, they didn't bounce off. They didn't shoot off into a random direction. They hit, and it's like his body absorbed it. That third one struck, and you see him actually like, "Urgh," but the other ones just kind of went in and dusted off.
Oh.
Like it should have hit, but it didn't.
It's gonna be 13 points of force damage.
Okay.
And thanks to Lance of Lethargy,
Yeah.
his movement speed is reduced by 10.
Okay.
It only counts for each hit that it
That's okay.
takes.
You said 13 points of force damage?
Yes.
Vidar, you take 6.
I gotta get away from this guy.
And then I will use my bonus action.
So you're going to see the other ones, they hit, which you're identifying that it should have done damage, but his body just absorbs it. That third one that you shot that he went actually hit, you hear Vidar behind him as well.
You're
Damn.
not my hero, baby. You just hit me with a blast.
All right, I'll use my bonus action to mass healing word on Vidar and I.
Don't waste it.
Don't.
Waste it. I am
I mean,
more than chill. Don't waste it. It's only 6 HP.
okay. And then I'll just healing word myself.
Okay.
Because I am hurting. There's that. Where's my D4? Yeah. Wait. I need more D4s.
What's your healing word again?
Ah, there it is.
His
Nope, I
healing
need
word is life.
life.
Life. Gotcha.
Yeah. I say it backwards. Evil.
I need one more.
Evil.
Yeah, you guys know live backwards is evil.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Trivia.
That's
Race car backwards. Is
6.
race car.
6,
Ooh.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Ooh.
15, 16, 17. So I heal for 17 points.
There you go. That's actually a good chunk. Is that the end of your turn, sir?
That will be the end of my turn.
All right. It is now Zarut's turn. All right. Let me see. It is going to take. He's going to do his 3 attacks. Vidar, he's going to use Crush Creature against you. That is a 26 to hit.
Can I use my reaction to teleport out of his grip? Because it's top of the round and I teleport.
You know, I'll let you, but we're going to roll against each other to see if you still take the damage. Is that fair?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So it's just a straight 20, not adding anything. Oh my god, I rolled a 5, dude.
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Unlucky.
So yes, you are successful at teleporting out, but you will still take the damage.
Yeah, and I mean, my ability is like, yes, I teleport out of his arms, but I'm right there.
Yeah, I got you. You're like literally in line for the next attacks if he wanted to. I got you. Let me roll this. Okay, so that is 19 points of force damage as these spindly legs literally like they squeeze and they crush you, but it instead of it being pure strength, it feels like they're being forced into you, like something else is coming up and pushing it,
The
and then
cranky
you
yank all
teleport
over
out.
again.
Yes, and then you teleport out. So yes, you still took the damage, but you did teleport away. And then, so what we're going to say is it's one attack was against you and you teleported out. So before you teleport, it was going to attack Yorrick because you didn't appear yet. We've got to do this in sequence. It's not immediately like, oh, you're there, the next 2. No, its plan was you and then Yorrick. So we're going to say you haven't appeared yet. You're still in that in between.
Yeah, I
space.
mean, the teleport is quick, but
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's crushing me and then attacking York at the same time.
Yes. So,
like,
you're in
He
that
crushed
in
me.
between
I'm
space.
teleporting, and he's already attacking.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. That makes sense.
All right. Oh shit. That's a 29 and a 27.
That is 2 yeses.
That is 2 yeses. Okay. Where are you, sir? They are. Fuck, where are they? They're there. So that is. Okay, that's. Quick math. I hate doing fucking math. Okay. That is 34 points of force damage, sir. As he.
On the first one?
No, that was both.
That's both. That's
Oh.
both attacks put together.
As he very
So-
familiar, a very
You said
familiar.
30 what?
34. Very familiar, he launches out his hands and fires 2 Eldritch Blasts at you.
Rude. So
And they both strike mid-chest.
after they hit me, I'm going to Misty Escape.
Okay.
And I'm going to go.
That's a 30-foot, right?
60?
60, okay.
Yeah, 60. Because I have Spell Sniper.
Okay. Where do you go? These are 5-foot squares, like usual.
Oh. Yeah, it is 60. Sick. 5-foot squares. So 5.
And yes, you can go up on the edge. That is part of the map.
Okay. I'm gonna pop over here behind cover.
Okay.
Good idea. What kind of cover is that? Is that 3/4, full, half?
That'd probably be about half cover. I mean, not everything guarantees cover because he is hovering 10 feet off the ground, depending on, based on the angle. He might get half cover, depending on how he chooses to use it.
Some cover is better than no cover.
Yeah, half cover is a +2. So it all depends on how you choose to use it, and if he goes higher in the air before attacking again. Vidar, by the way, what? Oh yeah, no, because when he grabbed you, he went back to the ground, so he's not 10 feet in the air. He's on the ground. So you would technically have.
Right now, York has half cover because he's on the ground.
Well, I'm
Currently
also
right now.
invisible. So unless he can see invisibility.
So you did Misty and went invisible, or does the Misty Escape make you
Misty
invisible?
Escape makes me invisible.
Okay.
Basically, when I take damage, so he hits me, I turn invisible and then teleport up to 60 feet.
Okay.
And then
As
I
a
remain
reaction.
invisible until the start of my next turn or until I attack or cast a spell.
Okay. Awesome. That is it for his go. He's not going to move yet. Vidar, you are up.
Cool. I think now would be a good time to do my split personality.
That gives you 3 more?
Yeah, so there'll be 4 Vidars.
And they come out of you?
Yep, I already used my reaction. I know this thing doesn't stun, but I need to get the health back. So all 4 of them will bonus action the touch of the Blood Wraith, or to try to siphon some health back.
Hold on. How is it? I said that the actions, but I think only one of you gets a bonus. How did I build this?
Well, I had been doing it where all of them get my full turn. That's how I was doing like 20 attacks per turn.
That's fine. If that's how you've been doing it, do it.
All right.
Especially if that's how I wrote it, do it. If I didn't put the stipulation that only one gets the bonus, then keep going. Do it how you've been doing it.
That's 8 HP. The 8. I don't even know what kind of damage this is.
For the siphon,
Yeah.
it would siphon anything taking would be necrotic.
All right. So 8 necrotic for the first one.
Which you would only get 4,
Another 8 necrotic.
which would be 4.
11 necrotic.
That would be 5.
5. And another 8, so 4.
Which is 4. So you are now learning it is resistant to necrotic damage.
Got you. All right. Rapier of 8 rapier attacks coming.
Do it.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god. That's not going to hit. It's one
No.
miss. That's another miss.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, please. Another miss. Bro. Okay, 28 to hit.
That one hit.
All right, so that's 1 out of 8. 25 to hit.
That hits.
2 more attacks. Jesus Christ. Oh.
Okay, so 2 out of the 8 hit. You
Yeah.
are just trying to unleash a barrage. All 4 of you surrounding him, trying to unleash this barrage of attacks, and only 2 of them actually make. Actually, 2 of them only land. The others, you're literally like the 4 of you are surrounding, just doing haymakers on these rapiers, and a lot of the times they're passing through, and the rapiers between one of you and another one are clanging like in the torso of this creature, and not doing any damage at all. Only 2 of them seem to actually land and make damage,
Okay.
cause damage.
14 piercing, 17 piercing.
Okay. So 31. Got it.
2 acid. 1 acid.
3. Okay, so 34.
2 cold.
Well,
7 cold.
31 would be 15. Okay, so that's 18. How much cold?
7 cold
And 2.
and 2.
Okay, so that's 27. All right. That's
All right,
just
and
your
then-
rapier attacks.
Yeah, and then I have my 4 dagger of shade attacks.
Go for it.
17 doesn't hit.
Nope.
All right.
That hits.
28. 27.
That hits.
And an 18.
And that does not. So you got 2.
17 piercing and
Reduced to 8.
11 piercing.
And 5, so that's 13. Okay.
That was a boof ass fucking turn, bro.
All right. So a total, you got 40 out of all of those. 40 plus the 4, 8, 12, 17 you healed. So 57 damage total. You healed 17. All right.
Mhm.
So now these guys all bamf away. Boop. And you're back to being just you. That was your total turn, right?
Yeah, that was my total turn.
Okay. Yorrick, you are up, sir.
So, as I'm still invisible, where did it go? There it is. So I am going to cast Mirror Image. So
Okay.
as soon as I cast it, I'm going to appear alongside 3 other Yorricks.
Okay. Where do you want them?
They would be around me.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I got you. This is if they land, you have to roll to see if they hit you or the mirror.
Right. So we kind of move around
In the same. Yeah.
in a pod.
Yeah.
Think the delightful children from down the lane.
Yes. All right.
Okay, so they do, yeah. They move with me, mimic me.
Yes. Yeah, it's not invoke duplicity where they'll move on their own. It's mirror.
Yeah.
I got you. All right. That was your action.
That was my action.
Okay.
What do I have in my inventory?
What do you get when you gobble down sweets? Eating as much as an elephant.
All right. I'm gonna bring out my spiritual weapon.
And what
Because-
do you want it to look like?
I believe I sent the picture before.
Yes. Yeah, you did.
That's-
Yeah, you did.
There it is. It's like that battle axe
Yes.
scythe looking.
Yep, I remember. I remember.
I'm gonna take a swing.
Oh, yep. Let me get something out here that we can use as your. You know what? We're gonna use him.
The boy.
Just to have a piece out there for your spiritual weapon.
Okay, that definitely hits. That is a 16 on die plus 9.
Yes.
So that's gonna be 1d8. Oh. That is 9 points of force damage.
All right. Okay. Got it.
That is all I can do.
Give me 1 minute, guys. Okay. There we go. All right. So that is the end of your turn, sir.
That is the end of my turn.
All right. So on his turn, he is going to. So out of the ground between you and Vidar, there is going to be 3 stone golems that appear up out of the dirt. The soft ground starts to crack and shake, and 3 of them appear up out of the dirt. And they are going to each move up to Vidar. All right. And each of them gets 2 attacks. All right, here we go. All right. So that is, let's see, that's a dirty 20. That's a 25. That's a miss, that's a miss, that's a miss, and that is a 27. So 3 of them hit. 3 out of the 6 hit. All right. Your armor class is 19, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so 3 out of the 6 hit. So then I've got to do all of this fucking shit. Here we go. So the first one, that is 17 points of bludgeoning damage. Second one, that is 21 points of bludgeoning damage. And the third one is 20 points of bludgeoning damage. And then the 3 of them disappear.
Almost like a summon.
And that is, yeah, so like when they disappear, they literally like crack and break and crumble and just become piles of rock on the ground, filling in the cracks and holes that they made to come out of the earth to begin with. They just fall apart. And that is his go. It is Vidar once again.
I think I can stay in here at least one more turn. Reaction. Boom.
Reaction what?
Teleporting behind him.
Okay. Oh, to get the advantage?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
24 to hit.
Yep.
11 piercing. 5 acid. And 5 cold.
Okay.
Bonus action, siphon. I need health back. 11, so I get back 5. 2 rapier attacks.
Yep.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And does a 19 hit?
Yes, just hits.
Cool. I'll go ahead and roll my dagger of shade real quick. 21. Cool.
Yes.
14 piercing. Plus 8 piercing. Oh no, wrong one. Disregard that. Disregard that one. So it's 14 piercing plus 8. Plus 16 piercing. And then it's 3 plus 6. What is that? 9, 12. 12 acid. 7 plus 7 and 6. 20 cold.
Okay. Nice. 51 more damage. He's starting to look hurt.
Really?
He's starting to look a little hurt.
Yorrick, hit me with a big heal, please. EOT.
Yep. As a reaction, sir, I need another strength check from you. Because you got behind him again. Ooh.
Just pick me up.
You got a 1.
Just pick me up.
Okay. Yep. I mean, you got behind him again. You unleashed the barrage, and then those legs once again, very familiar, grab you and pull you in.
So I'll get my reaction back at the start of the turn.
Mhm.
If I were you, use my reaction to get a teleport out, are we going to do the rolly things to see if he crushes me again?
Yes.
Okay. So that's like a thing now. Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure.
Well, I made sure you agreed that it was
Yeah,
fair.
no. I was making sure that it wasn't a one-time thing.
Yeah. No, it's every time.
But like, I can teleport out as long as we do a roll to see if he still crushes me or not.
Yes, to see if you take the damage or not.
That is.
If you roll high enough, you don't take anything. You'll get out quick enough. It's speed is what it is.
Yeah, it's a reaction thing.
Yes. Yorrick, you
100%
are up. You hear Vidar say, "I need a heal," and then you see these spindly legs grab him once again and bring him in real close and just wrap him up.
Ah, fuck.
You're muted.
Okay.
I was actually wondering why we haven't heard you talking the entire time, to be honest.
All right. So now I'm gonna hit us with a mass healing word.
Okay. Yeah, now it would make sense because like you're not looking too good over there.
This is but a flesh wound.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what the knight
Not
said
even,
too.
not even close.
What did you roll?
13.
13. All right.
13 healing?
Yep, we heal 13.
All right. So that is your action.
That's a bonus action.
That's a bonus action. Awesome.
Yeah, healing word's a bonus action. If it was mass cure wounds, it'd be an action.
And now you know what? We are gonna Eldritch Blast. So anyway, I started blasting.
Because why not? Yeah. So anyway, I just started blasting him.
All right, that's 3. That is a miss.
What'd you roll?
4 on die, plus 9.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that misses.
Just barely.
Just barely.
22 on the second one.
Miss.
God damn it.
He's holding me, bro. I need to get out of here.
30. No. Yeah, 19 on die, plus 9.
It's 28.
28.
Yeah, that hits.
28. How the fuck did I get 30? Jesus.
Because it was close to 30. I don't know.
So
one hits.
1 hits. That's 1d10. I'll use this one. 10 points of force damage, and
Vidar, you
Zaruk's
take 5.
movement and his movement speed is decreased by 10 until the start of my next turn.
Gotcha. That was what it was last time. All right. Vidar, you take 5.
Yes,
Dude,
sir.
I can hold people down if I can hit all 4 shots.
Oh yeah, you could lock him down to 0 movement speed.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay.
I just gotta stop the grab by this guy.
Yorrick, are you still invisible?
No,
No.
he's not.
As soon as I
Okay.
cast mirror image, it was or not mirror image. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, as soon as I cast mirror image, the invisibility lift. Are they still out?
So he is going to.
Squeak squeakums.
Is that your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Okay, fantastic. He is going to, let's see, Misty step over here, which takes you with him, Vidar.
Release me.
Okay, let's do
Release
our
me
rollies.
from my prison.
Let's do our rollies.
Oh yeah. The teleport.
Yep. Because I knew that's what you were doing. Because you had said you wanted
What'd you roll?
to. Exactly that, 14. So do it again.
Rollies V2.
Okay. You take no damage, sir.
Yeah.
You're going to teleport over there.
Yeah, baby. Oh, and then I get a reaction attack.
How's that?
Because it's my reaction teleports and I get an attack with advantage. Like that's the reaction thing.
Okay, did you do that last time?
Yeah, I've done it every single time at the start of my
Okay,
turn
okay.
when I'm not grappled by him. I'm like reaction, attack with advantage.
Got you.
Yeah, it's the blood rush ability for the blood runes ranger. Yes. What am I doing? There we are, with advantage. 25 to hit.
Yes.
18 piercing. 1 acid. Ooh, big numbers.
Big numbers.
Big. We only do big numbers out here, and 5 cold.
Big fucking numbers, man.
We smoking big doinks out here in Amish country. Big old doinks.
Big old doinks.
That huge number really made a difference.
I mean, it's just it's a strong, solid line. You know, strikes fear in the hearts
Still.
of my enemies.
Sometimes it's not about just dealing damage; it's about sending a message.
You like that? You like that little droplet of acid? You fucking loser.
Nice.
Takes 47 points of psychic damage from that.
Fuck.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and subtract 5 from my intelligence. Sorry, don't worry.
Right? Yeah, just do that. That's okay. It's all right. Okay. Okay, so that is the end of your turn, yes?
That's the end of my reaction. It's still
Yeah, that's right.
it's still Zaruk's
You're still like in the ether.
Yeah, it's not my turn yet.
Bonus action Misty stepped. All right. So you would not be there quite yet.
Not quite yet. I guess we just
so-
went ahead and killed the damage from when I am there.
Yeah. So Yorrick, you and your mirrors watch Zarut vanish and reappear over by the side of the riverbed, right where you are. You watch Vidar disappear off his back, and then one of his just normal, or not the spindly legs, but just his normal hand. He lifts it up and he points at you. I need a Constitution saving throw, sir.
You should be able to redirect that. Each time a creature targets you with an attack during the spell's duration, roll a d20 to determine whether the attack instead targets one of your duplicates. So unless he knows exactly which one it is.
Yeah, so roll it.
And I have 3 duplicates. I rolled an 11. So I rolled. So it's going to target. Yeah, I have to roll a 6 or higher with 3 duplicates. So
okay, it's going to target one of them.
Yeah, it'll target one of them.
And then the DC will go up and up and up.
Okay, so
as he has less mirrors.
Pop. All right. You see, so what you see him shoot off is, it's just literally like just a black beam, and then and then one of your mirror images goes poof.
Power word shit your pants.
Interesting. All right, that was that was his turn. Vidar, you are up.
Lovely.
You know what? I feel like being a menace.
Do it. Oh, so close to a nat 20, bro. Give it to me. 23.
It hits.
26.
Yep.
Dagger of Shade. 21. That's
yep.
Gonna hit. All right, cool. 9 piercing plus,
which is
14 piercing plus 7. Another 9 piercing.
4. Okay, so that's 15.
Wait, hold on. I rolled that twice, right? Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the Dagger of Shade. 16 piercing.
8, 23. Okay.
10 acid altogether.
33.
10 cold altogether.
43. Yeah. He's looking rough. He is not.
I will use my Demi ability. 25% off of his health.
Okay.
25% discount.
25% discount.
So
just 36 to me.
Yep.
So 36 to me. I did the math.
Yep.
Oof.
Okay, so well, 25%, percentages how they work. It's not going to take you to 0. Oh shit, I just killed the map. Hang on. It's not going to go. It's not going to take you to 0.
Why?
Because it's 25%.
Of the total health remaining, or of total health HP in general?
In general, but it's not meant to drop you to 0.
Oh.
It's meant to just take well, hold on. Let me read how I wrote this.
I mean, if it takes them to 1.
The most it would ever take you to is 1.
It's 1. It would never actually take you down completely. Okay. Yeah, he went from looking rough to like puking up blood, and is now you can literally see the veins coming to the surface and pulsing and breaking and bleeding out of his eyes, bleeding out of his ears. Yorrick, what you see, and actually Vidar, what you see for the first time is you hold your hand up and you push forward this power of Demi, and what comes out of your palm and what surrounds you and Zarut is just this massive, deep purple orb envelops both of you. Yorrick, from you standing back there, it's about 10 feet in diameter. It is a huge purple, and you can't even see Zarut or Vidar anymore. It comes out, and then just as fast it goes back down. And what you saw was Zarut breathing heavy, but kind of okay. And Vidar as well, breathing heavy, but kind of okay. and as it absorbs back into his hand, you see them now, both like veins popping out, and you can actually see the pulse in their veins, and they're bleeding out of like every orifice and pore. They are both looking very rough now.
Can I, just for flavor, can I say when I do that demi thing, so like I stabbed him twice with my rapier, so the last stab of the rapier is still in him, and then with my dagger of shade, I have it into like his side, and then to do the demi, I twist the blade in his side, and then my symbiote just like lights up and it just pulses into him, like
Yes,
and there's like
absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I thought. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's enough.
Yeah, if you want, that's how you want it to look. But yeah, so Yorrick from way back there, that's what you notice is as it comes back down, they are both looking really, really hurt, like crazy hurt. It's funny because in Skype, the map doesn't look the same. I wonder if it froze.
Did it freeze? I can try to reload.
No, don't worry about it. Yeah, stop sharing and then reshare. Yeah. Because if you're looking at the map like I am, everyone's lined up on the edge of the riverbed, and what Skype was showing. Yep, there you go. You're back.
Cool.
You're good. All right. Yes, that is a hell of an ability. That's one of my favorites that I made. The only unfortunate part is you take the damage too, but it's high risk, high reward.
Hey, anything for Pookie to get his book back.
Okay. So Vidar, that is your go.
Yeah, that's a EOT. And much.
Okay. Yorrick, you are up. What would you like to do, sir?
Because I like being the problem child.
Who doesn't?
We are going to invoke duplicity, and we're each going to create a clone.
Your mirrors can create clones too?
They mimic my actions. Or wait, can that one? I don't think that one can.
Yeah, no.
Is this saying they mimic your actions, as in like when you raise your hand?
Yeah, when I
raises
move.
your hand,
Yeah.
or does it mean actions, as in game mechanic actions?
I don't think your mirrors can invoke duplicity as well.
I think it's like an actual mirror. Like when you're looking in a mirror and you raise your hand, and the reflection raises its hand. I think that's what it means by action, not game mechanic action. Which would be fucking dope.
That's what it means.
Which would be really dope if it did.
Right? Yeah. You do a mirror, and then you invoke duplicity. So there's like fucking 9 of you on the.
I can only do one my ability per long rest, and you just like have a pool of spell slots where you could do it. Like that's dope.
Yeah. That would be funny.
Not fair.
See, now if I had used invoke duplicity and then had it use mirror image.
Oh yeah,
and then I use it on my next turn, it would get crazy.
It would get fucking insane.
Oh, we're finding combos.
After the campaign's done.
Yes.
Just have to build a Yorrick 2.0.
There you go.
I mean, okay, so my invoke duplicity will also appear. So the actual Yorrick technically revealed himself because it would split from me. And I will move my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Oh, is that what Hank is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the axe that he built, so I could have made it.
Flying rat.
I could have made it an avatar, but Beyond goes by character sheets, so I'd have to
Just
actually
a
like.
flying rat that slams its body into people for radiant
Yes.
damage.
All right, I'm gonna take a swing with it.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Or
that
force
missed.
damage, no. It does force.
Yeah, that actually it missed.
Okay.
5 on die.
All right. Is that the end of your turn, sir?
Oh shit! I forgot my bonus action. Anyways,
See, I did my action. That was my bonus action. So I am done.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, he's looking really fucking hurt. So you're gonna see him lift his hand up like shaky and point to the middle of the desert over here by the wagon.
no, my god,
Oh Lord.
not an ancient one.
Oh God. I think we're cooked.
I think we are. I think this is where we die.
Okay. It's kind of like a trump card, guys. It was there.
It's a
This
black
wasn't-
dragon. I am resistant to necrotic damage, but we will see.
It's acid.
I am also.
No, I'm immune. to
Oh,
that.
that's right. Black dragons are acid.
Oh,
oh, no.
fuck.
Yeah, it's acid.
No, 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 no.
And Yorrick would know that because, oh my God,
Yeah.
I have a
Because-
dragon.
Yeah. You have a black dragon.
Oh no.
That you haven't brought out at all.
Yorrick,
Yeah.
you've killed us.
I might be an idiot.
I need a dexterity saving throw from both of you.
Oh, thank God. I'm good at dex, but
As the not the mist this time that hit you before, but this time it's like green bubbles that are just popping and forming in its mouth as it rears its neck back and gets ready to fire.
24.
Okay.
Oh, that's a net 20.
Oh, fuck yes.
You take
Nice.
nothing.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
You
Dude.
take a picture of that.
In the end, York's first ever good dex roll.
And because I'm already putting in the new rules, that you take 0. Not the
That's-
half, you take 0.
That's so fucking close.
Damn, man. Okay, so that would have been 67 points of acid damage.
Oh
That
yeah,
would have knocked me out.
Yorrick would have been evaporated.
That would have knocked me out.
Halved, you take 33, Vidar. And Yorrick, by some miracle of Futa or whatever divine presence might be around you at the time, maybe your trickster archangel doesn't want you to be evaporated by a giant dragon.
She
It
needs a
shoots-
successor.
It shoots this wet, massive 90-foot cone of acid breath, completely dissolving the entire riverbank that you guys are now rested up against, pushing that over about 10 feet. So this map right here doesn't exist anymore. This part on the right is just gone. It just starts burning and singeing into all that dirt, completely demolishes it, gets rid of it all. The wagon, the stuff you're hiding behind, it's all gone. But somehow you put your arm up in your robe to try and get away as much as possible, get down on the ground as far as you possibly can, and you get up completely unscathed. Nothing happens. You see this kind of like glimmer around you as you stand up that eventually goes away. Vidar, you take 33 points of acid damage as you're able to block most of it,
Oh.
and it starts to like melt into your armor and clothing.
I'm almost down, so I am okay with like melting part of my actual skin.
Okay. So, Vidar, you're up.
Lovely, lovely jubbly. Reaction, teleport, attack with advantage. We're just trying to DPS this guy, see if we can out DPS him. 19 to hit.
Just hits.
Don't lie.
DPS check.
14 piercing, exactly.
7,
3 acid
10.
and 5 cold.
Okay. 15.
All right, we're gonna start with my bonus action so I can hopefully get some health back. That's 9, so 5,
4.
4. Sorry,
You round down.
4. 1, 22 to hit.
Yep.
2, another 22 to hit.
Yep.
3, another 22 to hit. Wow.
Yep. All 3 hit.
13 piercing plus 8 piercing
6. 4 is 10.
plus 14 piercing.
7. 17. Okay.
13 acid and
30.
13 cold.
I'm actually getting hella anxious.
Me too. Me fucking too.
He is really hurt. Really hurt. Oh, really hurt.
Can I just spit on him as a free action and it does acid damage?
Really hurt.
Can I just spit on him as a free action?
Oh,
Acid
really
damage.
fucking hurt.
Some of that
I
acid that was on your face, you just
Yeah.
I need a
Just
strength.
rub that off on him.
I need a strength check, Vidar.
Yep. 18.
Ooh. You got out of it this time.
hell yeah.
So
Yeah,
it
just-
reaches for you. It reaches
just
for you and
swatting
grabs
away.
you, and you're able to break out of it.
Just built
All right.
different.
Yorrick, you're up. What are you doing, bud? Because you're running out of time.
You know what? I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
All right.
We gonna
Nice,
blast him.
Vidar. Nice. I see that. The SWAT.
All right. Shot 1. So 21 to
A
hit.
hit.
That's a hit.
He was unsuccessful grabbing Vidar, so that hits.
That's a 4 on die. That's a miss. That's a come on, Yorrick. Get it together, man. Jeez. That was a 2 on die.
You got one more.
And 9 and 9 for 18.
Nope, just misses.
So got one shot.
hit. See what you got.
Do not miss your chance to blow.
Right. That is a D10.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 9 force damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yes!
Oh my
Yes!
God.
Yes!
Oh. For the greed.
Thank God. I was like, next turn I'm dead. Like, I'm dead.
So Yorrick and his remaining images, as they fade away, the real Yorrick's just winds up. He's gonna flick it out, and it's gonna come out in like an icy blue kind of like a dragon's head at the end as it collides with him. And hit him right in the middle of the chest.
All right. So Vidar, as you're standing behind him, like just swatting away these spider-like spine legs, trying not to get grappled again. From in front of Zarut, you watch Yorrick and the mirrors of himself just kind of poof, poof. And you see him wind his hand up and he shoots one. Fuck. Shoots another one. Fuck. Shoots another one. You see him start kind of losing faith in himself, and he just, fuck this guy, and shoots out. And it's an eldritch blast like you've never seen before. It's not a bright white light. It's actually blue, and it shoots out. And the end of it, instead of being a ball, takes the shape of a blue dragon head. And it's just opening its mouth the closer it gets to Zarut, and just gobbles him and takes it off into the distance and explodes like a shooting star in the sky. And as you look around wondering, is that it? Is that it? The area around you starts to collapse and fall apart. Like literally pieces of the sky start to fall. The area around you starts to crack like a giant glass dome and just starts to fall. What are you guys doing? Literally chunks of whatever this material is just falling out of the sky and hitting the ground beside you. And from what you can tell, they're real. It just starts to...
I need Dex. Get us out of here, please.
I need Dex saves from both of you.
Oh, jeez. This is gonna hurt. I'm about to lose my other leg.
You're probably not wrong.
29.
Okay. Oh, damn. Did you roll a 1?
Oh, no. Oh,
9.
No.
You roll... Okay.
Oh,
No, I rolled a 9.
Can I make any type of roll to possibly give it an advantage, like I'm jumping and grabbing him and pulling him?
You would have had to say it beforehand.
You're right. All right. I should have known.
All right. So let's see. 30. All right. That's 17 points of bludgeoning damage to Yorrick and 8 to Vidar. As these chunks are just falling. One of them, Vidar, you're saying Yorrick, get us out of here, and one of these chunks just sandwiches him into the ground. One of them hits your shoulder, feels like it broke your shoulder, takes your arm out, and you watch Yorrick just get just smushed into the ground. What are you doing, guys? It's
All right, get us out of here, please.
I can't teleport.
What?
So I've already used it. I can only use it like once per day. So
I'm jumping underneath the cart that's on the map.
The cart's gone.
Okay.
It got destroyed by the acid breath. It was melted into the earth like that it sat on.
I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna try to dodge fucking rocks. Oh.
I am really pressed for ideas. So I'm gonna mass healing word.
Okay.
Just to give us a little bit of a boost.
A little bit more of a boost.
Yeah.
Vidar's almost fucking dead.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I'm gonna drink a health potion.
Oh, there you go.
Because I have a superior one in my inventory right now.
Yeah. I want to say that's 8.
Yeah, 8d4 plus 8.
Oh, we both get 6 from mine.
Okay.
It's something, but
And you guys are looking up. Vidar's just trying to think on his feet really quick, and just dodging out of the way, trying to figure it out as you remain underneath this rock, casting mass healing word to try and give yourself some health back. You guys up at the sky see a 50-foot chunk break and just start plummeting toward you. Just falling. And you know there's no getting away from this.
As we were looking up watching this, I have 3 greater potion of healing. I'm gonna hold one and hand Yorrick the other one, and I'm just gonna chug it real quick as we're watching it fall on top of us.
Okay.
That's 4d4 healing, Yorrick. 4d4 plus 4. There we go. Hopefully that'll give us enough HP to just tank it.
that's 16. After Yorrick chugs it, he's gonna start praying.
Okay. What are you at for health now?
36.
I'm at 57.
Okay. This chunk, you guys just kind of brace for impact. You quickly drink these potions, and you just pray that you can take this, not knowing what the material's made out of. Is it real? Is it not? And it smashes into both of you and just pancakes you into the ground, pushing you underneath this soft earth that's either real or not real. It feels real. The pain definitely feels real. You each take 33 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
And you are literally pushed through this soft earth to the point where you fall through the ceiling of your parents' house, smashing into 2 of the chairs in the dining room.
Oh, not the good chairs.
And as you smash into it, your father still standing there after the conversation you two had, and your mom now rushing in to see what the noise is. What the hell just happened? And your father going, where did you guys, what the? We're going to end there tonight.
God damn it. Quick question. Did we get the book? Where's the book? Is that a okay, I hate you.
What?
Why are you
Panic.
rubbing your hands together smiling?
We never. Well, technically, I blasted his body away, and he had the book, so we didn't even get a chance to loot.
But we are going to end there tonight. Thank you so much for watching. This was actually a really fun little side quest that I've been wanting to do with you two. It's really weird because like none of you are the main characters, but I have the side quest that was for Yorrick and you, which was this one. And then I have the side quest for him and Steven, which we've yet to do. So it's like Yorrick gets all these side quests because his character's so weirdly combined with everybody. But yeah, let's quick. Do you have to go get Jill?
No.
Okay.
She drove herself this morning, but wasn't expecting to be pulling a double.
Okay. So let's do
Because
our
otherwise
mental
she would be
breakdown.
here.
Okay, got you. Let's do our mental breakdown then. But we love you. See you next Saturday.
Adios.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.